Good morning, this is Charles with the Columbia Basin Herald, and here's the news roundup for Wednesday, October 4th. And here's a little bit what's going to be in our newspaper today. A Moses Lake man will be spending almost 4 years in prison in connection with the July drive-by shooting. Damian Garza, 26 of Moses Lake, pled guilty in Grant County Superior Court to drive-by shooting and received a 45-month prison sentence. Garza was initially charged with second-degree unlawful possession of a firearm, but the charge was dismissed in a plea agreement. Garza's co-defendant, Brooke Fickey, 22 of Moses Lake, reached a plea agreement in which she pleaded guilty to forgery in connection with a 2015 case and received a 60-day jail sentence. Fickey, or Fike, was initially charged with drive-by shooting as an accomplice for her involvement in a July 10th incident in which the Moses Lake Police Department received a report of shots fired on South Hawthorne Drive. A Moses Lake man was arrested over the weekend for allegedly assaulting and robbing a man who owed him a debt. About 9:30 p.m. Saturday night, the Moses Lake Police Department received a report of an assault in an apartment on the 500 block of West Crest Drive. Police contacted a 28-year-old male victim at the scene, who said the man, identified as Corey Woodruff, 25, of Moses Lake, knocked on the door of his apartment, according to Police Captain Mike Williams. An Ephrata man who had a felony arrest warrant was taken into custody over the weekend after he reportedly defecated in a hotel hallway. On Saturday morning, Moses Lake Police Department received a report from staff at the Ameristay Inn and Suites on North Stratford Road that a guest at the hotel had defecated in a hallway at the business. Officers responded to the scene and reportedly watched video surveillance of the incident, according to Police Captain Mike Williams. Police contacted the man from the video, identified as Eric McLean, 39, of Ephrata, who was arrested on an outstanding felony warrant for contempt of court. McLean was booked into the Grant County Jail and advised he was trespassed from the hotel. And finally, a film detailing the history of the now thriving potato industry in the Columbia Basin will be presented at 7 p.m. Thursday at the Moses Lake Museum and Art Center. Admission to The Gamble is free. Refreshments will be served from 6:30 to 7 p.m. The documentary presentation is sponsored by the Washington Potato Commission. Producer David Tanner will discuss the project during the evening. The Gamble tells the story of families that gambled on starting farms on previously undeveloped land soon after World War II. In fact, the entire Columbia Basin project was a gamble, and the gamble changed over time. Irrigation and developing farmland was one of the project's original goals. Back in the 1930s, but nobody knew what crops would work best in the basin. Well, that's our news for today. For details on these and other stories, including national and international news, check out our website, www.columbiabasinherald, all one really long word, or buy the paper, it's only $1. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.